Hello and welcome to a new video. We have a lot of news now for the new season and you're gonna go through them immediately. First off, here we're going to have the Community Day Classic, which is going to be from September 2nd. We already knew about it and we're gonna get both Blastburn as well as Dragon Breath for the Charizard. Very cool. Here are the bonuses. 3 times Catch Stardust is amazing as well, so definitely try to play this one. Very cool. We're going to have some showcases as well, but this is going to be it for that one. Now we're gonna go to the actually really crazy ones. First off, we're going to have here the Ultra Unlock for the Paldean region. We're going to see here some Pokemon that are going to be available for this Ultra Unlock, and we're going to see here right now we're going to get Nimble, we're going to have Pawmi, we're going to have the Frigibax here, which is the pseudo legendary of this region. Really cool. We're going to definitely make a video about all those Pokemon as well. We have Bombardier, which can also be shiny, which is going to be interesting. Here you're going to see all the evolution requirements for it, and you actually have to explore for the one Pokemon here, for example, 25 kilometer with it, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, we're going to also see the Frigibax hatching from 10 kilometers afterwards. Definitely going to be an interesting Pokemon. And we're going to have for the other Ultra Unlock, which are the raids, of course, the Paldea basically as unknowns, as well as a timed research where you can get Lechonk, a new Pokemon as well, which is going to be available as the shiny Pokemon as well, which is going to be interesting. So otherwise, we're also going to get something else. We're going to get some stuff about what's called the Gimmighoul here. We're going to see Gimmighoul coins will also be there, and roaming Gimmighoul won't appear at golden Pokestops if the golden duo wasn't used, but treasure hunting can continue. Yeah, you get like more Stardust, more XP, which is kind of cool. And we can see some event bonuses. Those Pokemon will be more likely to be appearing as a shiny, which is kind of funny. We have a special research for it where you can choose a starter, which is wild, or also can find the starters in the wild as well, which is going to be very nice. Which starts already from also the special research starts from the 5th of September, which is wild. There's so many things there, honestly. It's absolutely wild what you can have here. There's $5 here basically for a new special research. It is insane. But we're gonna get, actually, honestly, this backpack looks amazing here. But yeah, so many new Pokemon. Pawmi, Nimble, Lechonk, Quaxly, Frigibax are very rare. It's insane how much Pokemon coming in here. We're going to see some 3-star raids here with Cleaver again, and also Bombardier, where you can get this Pokemon off. We're going to see the Celesteela as well as Katana returning, not as shiny, which I find interesting, but interesting Pokemon in general. And actually going to get the Fuecoco, Sprigatito, Quaxly as well as Lechonk, Pawmi from researchers as well, more avatar items. It is absolutely wild. You can pause the video whenever you want, of course, or you go onto the normal website to just see all this stuff about it. But yeah, this is basically the season in general. You see some season highlights here. We're going to have a small video here as well for the season, which is going to be interesting. But yeah, basically Paldea is coming, but also there's a lot for Pokemon Go PvP coming up as well, which you most likely going to see soon as well. There's a lot of stuff coming onto my channel as well. If you're interested in all the updates, if you want to see how good those Pokemon are going to be for PvP, definitely feel free to leave a subscription here for the channel, leave a like on the video, and we're going to check them all out in the next few days for this channel. A lot of Paldean Pokemon coming up. We're going to get Shadow Zapdos as well, which is going to be a very cool Pokemon, and definitely something that you kind of want to hunt, especially as a shiny variant now as well, which is going to be wild. More Pokemon showcases. I think they're going to be at different places now compared to last time, so that's going to be interesting. Season highlights, of course, you're going to have this one. There's going to be another Master Ball coming up, which is wild. We have the community days, which are already the dates were kind of leaked before. Also, the Pokemon are kind of leaked. If you saw my video about the upcoming events, you most likely saw them as well. Some stickers, and of course, now we can go ahead. We can actually most likely look through some stuff here as well. You're going to see some showcases. They actually put also the Pokemon for the showcases in. We have here the Genesect coming up, which is kind of nice. So there's a lot of stuff coming up here. They actually already put the community day in here as well. So that's kind of wild from Niantic that they completely spoiler everything here and there. I don't think they wanted to do this, but yeah, we're gonna get the Grubbin community day. That's confirmed as well. You can just click through that if you want to see the spotlight hours and stuff like this. It's all on their website. But I guess we're gonna get Raikou and Entei back, which is kind of cool. It's so absolutely wild. We're going to have here another event where we're going to get the both Growlithe variants as well. That was also leaked before. There is so much to discover, but let's take a look real quick at the main thing for my channel. Of course, it's going to be the PvP update, and this is going to be absolutely wild. As you're going to see, this season starts again from the scratch, basically, and we're going to have the Great League as well as the Element Cup Remix edition in the beginning, which I kinda like because basically with this, you're going to have a cup that most people don't want to play out immediately already with Great League together, so it's better than having an actual decent one. You're going to have the Ultra League, the Master League, the Psychic Cup again, which is also an interesting one. Great League Edition, 4x Stardust for this one as well. Most likely for both of them, they just messed it up again. Most likely for the one below as well. Sunshine Cup coming back, also an interesting one. We're going to have all leagues available again for 1 week. We're going to have the Halloween Cup, which is one of my favorite ones. Both Great League Edition, which I found interesting. Last time it was 1-time Ultra League and 1-time Great League. And here's one thing that I really don't like. Like, one, the Electric Cup is kind of awkward. But B, we're going to have 1 week where it's just the Catch Cup. 1 week just Catch Cup is pretty horrific. I think a lot of people just will not play in this area. So don't know why they did this, and don't know why they think that's a great idea. But you're going to be forced to use, like, to play Catch Cup, at least not the last week, but the week prior. So it's going to be an interesting one here. Otherwise, we're going to have, yeah, the main style is going to be the Gator style. It's just like the, yeah, the champion from the Paldean region, which is going to be interesting. You're going to be able to also have a paid research again, which is interesting for $1 here, which is going to give you more Stardust, Rare XL candy, and a 1-star piece. So I guess that's totally fine. But you're going to see here as well now the encounter which you're going to get. You have Carbink in there, you have Bishop in there, which is going to have another evolution as well. If you saw my video about the upcoming evolutions as well, that's going to be interesting. Same goes for Gumi, which is interesting as well. But also Jangmo, all kind of nice, very interesting ones. Yeah, standard encounters. We're going to have, yeah, Carbink again. Don't think there's anything too crazy here right now. We have the Scraggy, which can now be shiny, which is kind of nice. And otherwise, basically what we kind of expected and what you usually always see. There's going to be also a timed research pass, which I think is for free again, which was like the same as before. So we have like 2 different kind of researches. Like, we're still going to have the free variant here. So that's totally fine, but make sure to claim it very early. It's only available for the first 2 weeks, so please claim it. We have some avatar items. We're going to have here some description of the cup, but I don't think there's any new cup around. Like, this was all around before, of course, other than the Catch Cup. But now we're gonna be able to take a look at the new moves, which we already showed on my channel as well. Like, take a look at the video that I uploaded before this video, and you're going to see all the information about those 3 moves as well. But of course, you're going to see some attack changes here. This is going to be interesting, because this is exactly what I predicted. Spark, gonna get nerfed. It's going to get 1 less energy, basically. 6 power instead of 4 power. That's basically the exact same nerf that I recommended before as well on my channel, so that's kind of funny. So this is going to make Lantern not gone, but definitely weaker, which is really nice to see, and makes it a little bit more sluggish, which is really nice to see, while it does more damage with a fast move. I feel like it's more fitting for Spark anyway. Astonish, energy generation increased. I'm fairly certain that this is going to be a rollout clone, so that's going to be an interesting one. Psychic, actually the power got nerfed from it. I thought actually they would give it a little bit more energy, which is kind of sad. This will basically make no difference for Medicham. Medichamp's still going to be as good as before. Exeter, 65 power, but energy got increased. This is now a Surf clone. That's a 40 energy move now, so that's going to be interesting. Aerial Ace, trainer energy battles decreased here. This is now 35 energy, actually. It's not 40, it's 35 as far as I know. I had some leaks beforehand as well, but this is going to be very interesting. Sky Attack energy cost increased, which is going to make actually so much more sense. I like this a lot, because now Sky Attack going to be 50 energy most likely, which is going to take 1 more turn for, or like 1 more fast move for Noctowl, which is kind of nice. So you're going to have like a shift in terms of which Pokemon you're going to have here. We're going to definitely take a look at this more in depth later on as well on my channel. But Sky Attack decrease makes a lot of sense, and I like this play a lot. I really like this one, because it's going to make Atari a little bit less popular. You're going to see Noctowl a little bit less, but they're still decent. Like, it's just a 5 more energy increase, but I feel like this is really good as a buff. I'm not too sure about Aerial Ace. We're going to talk a little bit maybe about this later on as well, but we're going to see that. Energy cost decreased 80 power. I'm fairly certain this is 50 energy. I'm not sure about it, but I'm fairly certain it's 50 energy and 80 power, which is a little bit worse than Drill Run, but going to be interesting as well. For Earthquake, 110 power now, 10 decrease is going to make actually a big impact, especially for Galarian Stunfisk, making it a little bit worse. Poltergeist getting from 140 to 150, going to make next to no difference. And Boom Burst energy cost decrease. This is going to be maybe actually interesting for the reason that Astonish gonna get buffed to most likely a Warlord clone. So maybe something like the Explode actually can have some play now. Now we're going to see some move updates where it seems to be not really that well organized here, but all the Magnemite Pokemon here going to get Volt Switch. Same goes for Regieleki. Swalot gonna get Mud Shot, which is wild. Greedent gonna get Mud Shot, which is really wild. That's going to make this Pokemon so strong. I can't wait to use Greedent. Krogan gonna get Mud Shot. The Toxicroak gonna get Mud Shot. Unlikely that this is going to help them out too much, but maybe for some fun stuff there. Onix going to get Breaking Swipe. Steedix gonna get Breaking Swipe. Rhydon and Rhyperior gonna get Breaking Swipe. This is going to be so interesting. I can't wait for this. Sceptile gonna get Breaking Swipe. Going to be also super wild. Heliolisk gonna get Breaking Swipe, as well as Regidrago. Going to be also super interesting. We're going to definitely take a look at them more in depth later on as well. I'm most likely gonna make a tier list after this video for all the move updates where we can kind of organize them roughly, and then I'm gonna make a more in-depth variant of this one. But Excelgor gonna get the Water Shuriken, going to be a funny one. Hitmonlee gaining Blaze Kick, going to be nice. Mienshao getting Blaze Kick, going to be nice. Incineroar Blaze Kick, also definitely an upgrade for this Pokemon. Riolo getting Blaze Kick, but Lucario getting Blaze Kick, going to be really, really nice as well, again for it getting better coverage. And just a cheaper charge move there. Golisopod getting Razor Shell most likely does make 0 difference. Krabby getting Razor Shell does make 0 difference. And Kingler most likely as well. Crawdont, Corphish. Don't really think that this is going to change too much. Cloyster also don't really think too much. Razor Shell is a 35 energy, 35 damage move, which can debuff, I think, the opponent's attack or defense. I think defense, I'm not sure. But like, it's not a good move, and Barbarical also gonna get it, which doesn't matter. Magical Leaf to Mr. Mime. We don't care about you. You're not gonna be decent. Chikorita going to be getting awesome Magical Leaf, going to be also an interesting one. If it's better than a Wine Whip, I don't really think so. Magical Leaf, Bayleaf, Meganium, don't think this is going to be an upgrade for them, but we have to take a look at this a little bit deeper. Blossom gonna get it, Roselia, Roserade, Mismagius, Shaman gonna get it. Shaman finally gets a decent fast move, which is nice, but it needs a better short move as well. Rowlet, Dartrix, and Decidueye, they just got Leafage. I don't think it's going to help them at all. Curly Gardevoir, I don't think it's going to help them at all. Lilligant, Meowstic, going to get this one as well, which is also interesting. But now we're gonna move on to Trailblaze. Taurus gonna get Trailblaze, which is interesting. Sudowoodo gonna get Trailblaze, which did make sense because they had it also in the main series games. Mareep gonna get it, Ampharos gonna get it. This is going to be very insane because it's going to give it coverage for Swampert, which is going to be insanely nice. Scyther and Scyther also gonna get Trailblaze, which is also gonna be wild because now you can boost yourself guaranteed to a Scissor, which is really nice. Teddy Ursa, Ursaring, and Ursaluna gonna get it. That's insane. Like, there's so many updates here. This is the wildest stuff that I've ever seen. This is going to make such a big difference for a lot of the Pokemon. Lycanroc gonna get it, Fomantis gonna get it, Lurantis gonna get it. Don't think for them it's going to matter because they have Leaf Blade already, and Leaf Blade is just so strong that Trailblaze just most likely doesn't give them any kind of advantage for it. But Skrovet gonna get it. Not the evolution, just the pre-evolution gonna get it, which is interesting. I thought they would most likely gonna give it for the evolution as well. Skuntank gonna get it. Berserker going to be also an interesting one. Giving so many more Pokemon so much more coverage is so nice in my opinion. It makes like so much more sense and gives like so much more play and like so many different kind of movesets, which is so wild. We're going to have Sneasler as well as Weavile as well as Mr. Mime getting Triple Axel. Also the Hitmontop, which is actually going to be very good for this Pokemon, giving it better coverage and also going to be able to boost its attack stat up. Hitmontop going to love this one for sure. Gardevoir gonna get it, which is going to make it a boosting Charm user, which is also something that we haven't seen ever yet. The Lopunny gonna get it, which I actually wanted to have to see it as well, which is really cool. The Mr. Rhyme gonna get it as well, which is nice. Steenie, Serena, I predicted this one. Sandslash, I predicted it one. Ninetales, I predicted as well. We saw it already in the video before. We have Rapidash, we have the Arcanine, we have Entei, which is going to get it, which is going to be an interesting one as well. Entei just needs a better fast move though, sadly. Maybe we're gonna see that later on. I have not seen all of them yet. Flygon gonna get it. Claydol, of course, Niantic going to buff Claydol as always, which is just basically such a meme nowadays already, but this is like the biggest upgrade ever. Diggersby gonna gain it as well, which is going to be super nice for this Pokemon because it already got nerfed from having Earthquake before, but Scorching Sands makes this Pokemon so much better now as well. While there's going to be a different buff here as well, which you already saw with Dig, where Diggersby also going to have it, so maybe Dig going to be still a bit better or more consistent on it, depending on what stats it's going to get, but Scorching Sands also on the Excadrill, on the Sandygast, on the Palossand, and this is going to be it. This is 96 different changes for Pokemon. Absolutely wild. So much going to change, but still the core meta going to be kinda similar, I would imagine. Like, we're going to most likely see a drop down of the Noctowl, we're going to see a drop down of the the Medicham, most likely not. Medicham going to be still the same. I would expect to see more Registeel now because Galarian Stunfisk got nerfed as well as Swampert got nerfed, so like you have less counter for this Pokemon, while still you need some answers for Aerial Ace, which is super overpowered most likely on a Pokemon like Mandibuzz. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, Poltergeist, Boomburst is going to be also very interesting, how low that's going to get. We're going to take a look at this a little bit later as well. Hopefully they're going to push the stats kinda soon. But yeah, this is going to be it for today. We're going to see the dip in the basically again the Paldean adventure, which is going to start at September 5th. We're going to get all the new Pokemon as well, which is going to be insane. Those going to be also wild. You saw maybe already my video for the top 10 Pokemon from the Paldea region for the Great League. And yeah, this is going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I'll see you very soon for more content coming up. So definitely stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.